What's up, boys? So Nina Drama posted this video on Twitter today, and it was the first thing that came across my feed as soon as I left the coal mines. I clocked out of the coal mines and opened Twitter and saw Nina Drama shaking ass in front of Gene Silva. Sorry for the spoilers, but that's what's going on over here. Now, I'm not the one to believe in curses. Well, I do. I believe in the don't get your hair cut on the UFC embedded. I believe in that curse 1,000%. I don't really believe in the Nina Drama curse. You know, Volk had interviews with Nina Drama before he won his belt back. There's a bunch of evidence to show that the Nina Drama curse is kind of not really there. But I'm about to start believing. So they posted this video. Well, not they. Nina Drama. I don't know what she decides to, announce herself as. But Nina Drama posted this video to social media. I cannot play the music because it's a yeet clip. It's just like a TikTok audio 30-second yeet sound. But that's playing in the background. I know you guys can't hear it. I'm extremely sorry. Gene Silva is barking the whole video. The whole video, Gene Silva is sitting there barking. All right, except for obviously here. But everybody's staring at Nina Drama's ass, which is just like kind of I understand it. It's extremely understandable. But what I find interesting is that most of these dudes that are in this video, Gene Silva, Carlo Borralho, and Carlos Prates, right? All of these dudes have a fight booked. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really like any of these dudes' chances. I've made videos before saying, listen, I think that the fighting nerds are going down. I was on that train when Gene Silva was going to fight Bryce Mitchell. I thought, listen, Bryce Mitchell's jiu-jitsu is going to be too much for Gene Silva to handle. Gene Silva likes to pressure. As soon as he pressures, Bryce Mitchell's going to shoot that takedown. Listen, that fight was extremely competitive, okay? I'm proud of both. Both dudes went out there and showed out. But if you didn't know, the main event for UFC Noche is going to be, I was going to say Bryce Mitchell, but it's going to be Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva. Now listen, those are the best odds for any of the fighting nerds with a fight booked currently. The only real legit fighting nerd that does not have a fight booked right now is Marcio Ruffi. Out of the four that are, actually popular, there's like 55 fighters that are on the Fighting Nerds Tapology page. There's like 4 women fighters. It's insane. Look at this, okay? It's probably all zoomed out and looking insane, but look at that. Anyways, Diego Lopez, obviously we just saw get 50-45 by Volkanovski. That's why I'm saying I think Diego Lopez has the best chances. Gene Silva has the best chances. Diego Lopez does not do well against pressure fighters, and Gene Silva is literally the definition of a pressure fighter. This dude hangs onto the octagon and barks. Okay, listen. He's a little slow, but he's aggressive. I think that Gene Silva gets that done. Now, for the rest of the fighting nerds, no, I do not think they get it done. Listen, Carlo Borralho is going to be fighting Nassourdine Imavov. If you don't know, Nassourdine Imavov is a dude who just flatlined Israel Adesanya. Now listen, I understand that's not like the biggest trophy to hang on the wall. Israel Adesanya is on like a 3-fight losing streak. Yeah, a 3-fight losing streak. All right, he's won 1 out of his past 5 fights. Israel Adesanya. All right, so it's not the trophy to hang on the wall, but Carlo Borralho is a tough opponent. This dude has won his previous however many fights. The last time he lost was against Jailton Almeida in a grappling tournament. It wasn't even in the octagon. All right? This dude has never lost in the UFC. He's busting out here, Carlo Borralho. But I do believe that Nassourdine Imavov has the fighting IQ and just the toughness and the grit to get this done. His last 3 fights, Nassourdine Imavov, Israel Adesanya, a decision unanimous against Brendan Allen, which kind of scares me a little bit because you should be able to finish Brendan Allen, but he knocked out Jared Cannonier in round 4. I thought it was round 1. My memory is slowly slipping me at the ripe age of 20, whatever. Anyways, I do think that Nassourdine Imavov has a great chance of beating Carlo Borralho. Now, moving on to Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates just got a fight announced today that he's going to be fighting Geoff Neal on the Duplessis versus Chimaev card. Obviously, every single video there's a moment like this. Carlos Prates is coming off of a loss against Ian Machado Gary. All right, Ian Machado Gary went out there and decisively beat the brakes off of Carlos Prates for 4.5 rounds. Carlos woke up at the last 2 minutes of the 5th round, but shout out to Ian Gary. He started the fall of the fighting nerds. Bryce Mitchell was supposed to start the fall of the fighting nerds, but he couldn't. All right, so Ian Gary, the cuck, had to step in and do the job that the farmer and the true American was supposed to do. But it's okay. It's all right. Not all books are written the same. All right. I do believe that Nasruddin Imavov, Geoff Neal, is going to be able to end the Fighting Nerds hype once and for all. Step on the cigarette. Get it out of here. That wasn't a diss at Carlos Prates. That was just a metaphor, okay? E-Rock be smoking cigarettes every once in a while, all right? All right, Carlos Prates says that was not a shot at you, but I'm just saying, all right? Let's get this hype train off of the rails, all right? I've been seeing these Fighting Nerds saying, oh, they want me, talking about Carlo Borralho, they want me and Gene Silva to fight for a title on the same card. I'm like, I mean, I'm hating. Y'all know me. I'm a hater. I be hating. All right? I don't want to see these dudes run up the bag. All right? I don't want to see these dudes run up the bag. Gene Silva's barking. I could do that. I could bark. I could bark in front of a screen. All right? Give me the performance bonus. E-Rock just be hating. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's platinum haters of every single era of life, and E-Rock is one of those platinum haters of this era. Okay? Certified hater. Listen, the Fighting Nerds are going to be going down. I do think that they're just handing Gene Silva a free title shot. Here you go, Gene Silva. Go beat up Diego Lopez. And then Gene Silva's going to hop the line over Mozavari Lovev, which is a little fucking ridiculous if you ask me. But Gene Silva does have better chances of beating Volk than Mozavar does. You cannot choke out Mozavar. You can't. I'm not saying Gene Silva's going to go out there and dog walk Volkanovski, but Mozavar has slim to little chances of beating Volkanovski. Let's be real. If Islam cannot choke Volk, you are not choking Volk, sir. All right? So, I just want to get this clear, Nina Drama. All right? I understand you want to shake her ass in front of all these fighters. I'm not hating. Keep doing it to the Fighting Nerds. I think the Fighting Nerds are going down. Keep distracting them. They're not training. How the fuck does Nina Drama convince all of these fighters to do TikToks with her? How? I can't even get a fighter to answer my DM, gang. But they'll answer for Nina Drama. Word. Alright, go answer for Nina Drama, bro. I get it. Marab takes her to fucking Georgia. Alright? Ridiculous. Take the real MMA journalist somewhere. Alright? Not just talking about me. Just anyone but Nina. Anyone but the fucking OnlyFans Playboy plant. I'm not hating on Nina Drama. A little bit. Come on, it's warranted.